Yeah, so Hillary was on another network yesterday, and, she said the basket of deplorables. A lot of Republicans did not like that, the smelly Walmart shoppers. Then they embraced it. And now she is saying this is such a stretch. Keep in mind, she has a book out right now. She wants you to buy it. She's probably opening up the book and saying, what can I talk about in this interview from my book so I can plug my book, which is exactly what she did. So Donald Trump is going to MSG this week, and he has a big rally at Madison Square Garden. And now she's saying because of that, it's emblematic of this Nazi rally that took place in 1939. Listen to this, in New York, right?
One other thing that you'll see next week, Caitlin, is Trump actually reenacting the Madison Square Garden rally in 1939. I write about this in my book. President Franklin Roosevelt was appalled that neo-Nazis, fascists in America were lining up to essentially pledge their support for the kind of government that they were seeing in Germany. So I don't think we can ignore it. Now, it may be a leap for some people, and a lot of others may think, I don't want to go there. I don't want to say that. But please, open your eyes to the danger that this man poses to our country, because I think it is clear and present for anybody paying attention.
She has no responsibility for her loss in 2016. She then blames James Comey, doesn't blame the fact that she took home emails, and then her assistant took it to Anthony Weiner's laptop, and Comey had no choice but to go public and say, I have to reopen this investigation into how more classified emails ended up in New York City. It was the perfect storm. But she never takes any responsibility. She blamed the Russians, called Donald Trump an illegitimate president. But if she does it now, it's a problem, because you've been criticizing President Trump for saying that election was illegitimate. Now we don't want to go back and have Hillary Clinton say it, so she's just attacking. But James Carville said it first, saying President Trump's choice to go to Madison Square Garden reminds him of the 1939 Nazi rally.
Why? Anyone who performs at Madison Square Garden, are they going to remind us of a reenactment?
No, what they're going to...
There was no candidate there.
They're going to, on Sunday night here, it's sold out, there's going to be a sea of MAGA hats. And we've heard over the last number of years, the MAGA hat is a symbol of racism, of anything bad. People have said that. So they're linking what John Kelly said about Trump being a fascist with that, and it all dovetails perfectly into their final argument. Oh, John Kelly said this, and now Hillary's talking about that Nazi rally.
But here's also the problem. I know the point was to attack Donald Trump, but are you saying the people that decided to get a ticket that sold out in 3 hours, that all these people that are lining up in New York City, now I'm not from here, I'm from Texas. So are you saying that all these, the people that elected you, Hillary Clinton, to be a senator for this state, all of these people that are going to Madison Square Garden supports a Nazi? I mean, that's what they're losing right here, is they're not talking about the issues. They're not talking about people's paychecks. They're not talking about grocery store prices. They just want to demonize half of the country.
50% of the country, you're right.
It's crazy. But you're demonizing New Yorkers. Okay, these are your people. These are normal Democrats.
And remember when you said at the beginning of the show, you said this is the playbook, this is what they've been doing for 60 years. There's an article out now talking about this, that how they're known for playing the Nazi card. They did it with Goldwater, they did it with Nixon, they did it with Gerald Ford, they did it with Ronald Reagan. This article...
They did it with Paul Ryan and Mitt Romney.
Yeah, you're right, recently. Yeah, so Hillary Clinton also said in that interview, she said there's just too much evidence about what he wants to do. What about the evidence of what she wants to do? What she's done at our border? What she's done when it comes to crime? What she's done at the grocery stores? She and Joe Biden, the prices are through the roof now.
And that is what matters, Ainsley. But this is an attempt to shame voters, to say that you cannot vote for Donald Trump, that you can't vote on the issues that matter to you because it's embarrassing. You would be supporting the second coming of Hitler. I think voters are going to reject that.
We lived through 4 years with him. He
and I
was
think
not
things
a
were
Hitler.
just fine.
Ultimately, I think it drives them crazy to know that in the heart of the bluest big city in America, there are 20,000 people standing up, wearing MAGA hats, loving Donald Trump.
Well, that's what Coliseum was 16,000, and there was 5,000 on the outside.
Republicans in New York are probably relieved that they can finally have a safe space to wear some of those hats.
That's exactly right.
Well, I'll tell you what, I think that the MAGA hat is not nearly as a lightning rod as it has been. I watch
see it way more now.
people around walking around with hats.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.